I don't know if you believe in signs from the universe, but since I decided to move, I've been seeing them everywhere. And for once, I'm actually listening.
It is Tuesday. And welcome to The Universe Speaks. Next chapter in my life. What am I talking about today? Well, yesterday... Oh, God, my eyes are irritating the fuck out of me. Yesterday, the pods were emptied. This over here. I feel like I'm gonna keep rubbing it. There? Better? Yeah. So yeah, the pods came in and we emptied them yesterday. So they came in Friday. Yeah, they came in Friday. I took out stuff that wanted, whatever, need to go through. And yesterday I was like, okay, gotta get these pods out of here because they're taking up part of the driveway, and I feel bad because my kid's dad, he has a big ass truck. It's not like ginormous, but it's a big truck. And he doesn't like parking in the driveway, even though he could and get out of his truck just fine. He doesn't. That's fine. He doesn't want to fuck up his truck. I get it. My truck's a little bit smaller than his. We both have GMCs. Anyways, so yesterday woke up and I started like watching Unreal, a few episodes of WWE Unreal. For me, I feel like the guys who watch it, the Brewster, his cousin, his ex-spy, so Brewster, Jason, and ex-spy, like Brewster and Jason were like, some people don't like it because like they pulled back the curtain and blah blah blah, like on WWE and you know what happens behind the scenes. And I'm like, my brain, if you may have it, will like and appreciate the whys, the behind the scenes stuff. I was even when I was younger, and I watched the Harry Potter series with, I think they had the director's like commentary. The why behind it was fascinating to me. Same thing with Twilight. The why behind it was fascinating to me. So I like the whys. I like what happens behind the scenes. So I enjoyed it. Definitely, I had moments where I wasn't like actually paying attention because I was like unpacking and rearranging the room and cleaning and doing things around the room. So still haven't like really settled into the room, but that's okay. I did start working on my intro and for this. So you guys have seen it by this point. And I think on another thing, I will talk about the intro and why it is that way. And then I'll start throwing episodes together. So this one, I don't know what episode it will be at that point once everything is done and once I have like a lot of the footage and stuff. I did realize though, for whatever reason, with the wireless mics, after I go to the gym, I take them out of the pack and I connect them to my phone and everything. It's silent, and I'm like, what the fuck? I think what happens is maybe the wireless mic part, it doesn't turn on when I take it out of the charging case. So I need to double check that every time, which is weird because when I first plug everything in the like beginning of the morning, it's fine. But I think I don't, because I don't close the case. I keep the pop filter on it. I think that's why it doesn't turn on when I take it out of the charging case, but whatever, it's fine. We're figuring it out. And I think I recorded a video and I sent it to Rooster, and this one I feel like sounded better, but I wasn't driving, so we'll see what happens. And I'm going to the gym, not using my GPS. We're gonna see how this goes. Yeah, woke up with a headache. I went to sleep with a headache, so yay. I honestly think I'm just not drinking enough water, so probably gonna yes, I'm gonna drink water, but also going to yes, I'm going to the gym already. Thanks. You can stop now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water today, but also like electrolytes, some liquid IVs. I think I've just been like going, and forgetting to drink water. I drink like ginger ale and stuff, but like not water. I only drink water when I go to the gym. So. And I know I need to take better care of myself. What else? I'm leaving for EDC in a week ish. Tomorrow will be a week. So by the time I post this, EDC should be said and done. Or maybe it won't be. Maybe I'll get on the ball and get it done. I have to go. Fuck. I think I go west. We're gonna find out together. Pretty sure I go this like that. Yeah. Pretty sure. You think I'd know. I mean, I go here, 4 times a week? So yeah, EDC leaving for EDC in a week-ish. I am gonna be staying with Canyon and Chloe since, I don't have a house in Vegas anymore, in Nevada anymore. Yes. Certain someone is adamant about getting me off everything, which is his right. It's fine. I want nothing to do with the house. I don't want it. I don't want any money from it when he sells it. I don't want anything. I just want to be, clean of that. And I get it. I get why he's doing things the way he's doing things. But yeah, so I'm staying with Candy and Chloe, and Kelly. Kelly is going to be out of town until the day I get there. So I may be shacking up with Kelly. We'll see. By shacking, I mean sharing the bed. But we will see what happens. They do have a guest room, or like an office / guest room, but I think I want to leave that for my brother. So okay, film. So because my older brother will be staying there with us as long as he's coming out for EDC, which I think he is. Pretty sure he is. And this will be my last EDC for a while. I'm still holding true to that. I'm gonna go to maybe smaller events and things like that, but not major festivals, because I do need to save money. Even though I'm making a decent amount living here in Virginia, I still want to save money so that I can line myself up to buy the piece of property that is of my dreams. Let's talk about this for a second. Of my dreams is a house that has at least 5 acres of land. At least 5. I don't really want 50. So maybe 5 to 10 acres of land, maybe up to 15. But my goal is to have a house that has that piece of land, that amount of land, and then I want it to have either a whole front end porch, because I love just sitting on the porch and watching the rain. Love it. And it's something that was really peaceful when I was a kid. For whatever reason in San Diego, we had a porch, and it wasn't a wraparound porch or anything like that. It was just a porch, a covered porch. And it had those tin roofs, the ones that are wavy. It had one of those. And I remember sitting out there with my sister, and it happened to be right around the time of El Nino, I think, or where it was just raining a lot. And so I would go out there and just, my life as a child was a bit chaotic. There was always drama, there was always something going on, there was always tension and all that stuff. So just a lot of heightened stress was my childhood. I don't know about my siblings' childhood, but that was my childhood. My childhood was a lot of stress, a lot of tension. So I remember sitting on the porch with my sister, Jennifer, and we would just listen to the rain. And for me, if I've never told my sister this, that was the most peace that I've felt as a child in a long time. I tried to run away a few times because I was that miserable in my childhood. But sitting out there listening to the rain falling on the tin roof with my sister, it was just something about it. And ever since then, rain, I've loved watching the rain. And when it was snowing, when I was in Colorado, I was a child. I was so enamored by the snow falling. I don't have videos of it. Maybe if I ask Rooster, he might have videos of it, but maybe. But I was, I was a child. I was giddy and I was happy. And when we were sitting at the AT&T store, and because he was getting a new phone because he broke his camera. He broke one of the cameras. One of the camera lenses. He broke one of them, and so I hope I'm going the right way. I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way. Anyway, so we were sitting there, and he had to wait for his new phone to finish updating before they could start the transfer. So we waited there for probably 30-ish minutes. I don't know. And the snow was just coming down, and every few minutes I would just look over at the windows, and I would just smile and just staring out the window. Eventually I went to the bench that was near the side of the store, window, and I just sat there again, like a child. My legs were underneath me, and I'm sitting on the bench with like that. Not crisscross, but just with my feet underneath me. And just watching the snow fall. And I loved it. It was beautiful. It was so peaceful and yet chaotic at the same time. And that was a word I used. I was like, it's like snow is so beautiful but chaotic. It's just ugh. And I get a little bit nervous when it comes to living out here because of hurricanes, right? Like hurricanes can be unpredictable, and that scares me. So that's something I'm gonna have to deal with as far as living out here. But that's why I want to live more like on the western side, because I wouldn't have to deal with it as much. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm happy being here with my kids. I do have my moments, a lot of them actually, where I miss the fuck out of Rooster. I do. I miss him. It's like I feel it here. Sometimes when I start like crying, I feel it here, like in my throat, my neck. I don't know. It's just like missing, you know, something's missing. So I don't like being away from him, but I know that we both have things that we need to do with our lives first before we are ready to be together, like living together. But I am so thankful for him being in my life. And it's different. It's different being with someone that I don't have access to all the time, you know? Like with my exes, all of them, it would be like video chatting all the time, all day long. And with Rooster, it's not like that. It's almost like strategic time. And it sounds it sounds like, no, I don't know what it sounds like. Anyway, to me it's different. I'm not used to not seeing the person that I'm with when we're apart. I'm not seeing them all the time on like video chat and things like that. But the way that he processes feelings is different. The way that I process feelings is different. And I'm more like, you know, I'm more immediate with my feelings and things like that, and his are more calculated, strategic, intentional. Not that mine aren't intentional, but I'm always like, oh my God, I want to see you. I'm gonna do it now. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's just an adjustment that I have to like get used to and not take it personally, because when I was a kid, this is childhood things coming out. When I was a kid, the absence is what made me feel less loved, if that makes any sense. Like my biological dad, my papa, moved to Japan for military orders when I was like 8. And after that, our relationship changed a lot. It became, you know, letters once in a while, and cards, and then I eventually only heard from him for like birthdays, holidays, things like that. He would, you know, send money sometimes, and unfortunately he became that kind of parent to me. Was, you know, I only reached out to him when I needed something, and I hate that. I wish that we were closer like we were when I was younger. I was his darling. Darling. I remember him calling me that when I was little, and I'm his only girl, you know? And so, yeah, I have some issues that pertain to men because of my relationship with my bio dad. My stepdad was on deployment a lot. He was a great man. Showed me what it was to be a moral type of person, you know, like you didn't treat people like crap. And if you did treat people like crap, it was not without consequences. So he taught me those things, which I am so grateful for. He was a great man. He doesn't remember this because I talked to him about it and he was like, I don't remember that. When I was younger, like 14, 15 maybe, my mom had decided that she was going to go to Fresno. And she was going to take off with her boyfriend. Well, at the time, we had minors, right? My siblings were minors, young minors at that. Was this 6 and 8, maybe? Pretty sure it was about that. And I get home from school and there's a social worker there. And I don't know why I remember this or if I dreamt it, I don't know, but I remember it as this. Social worker asks my dad, Mark, what do you want to do with Kim? And he says, what do you mean? And she's like, well, she's not biologically yours, so she's not your responsibility. So essentially, what she was trying to get to, I think, was that if he didn't want me, then I would go into the system until I went to my family. And he was like, no, she's my daughter. She's staying. And like, that was like a crazy light bulb that just, and I was like, I matter to him, you know, like he's choosing me. And my mom, her brain would fly off the handle sometimes and she would think improper thoughts. And she would think that my dad and I had something going on. I'm like, no. The man chose me because I'm his daughter instead of putting me in the system. Like that. So I didn't know that that's where this episode was going to go, but I am going to go to the gym because it is 3 minutes until gym session starts. And usually there's not a lot of people here in the morning, so she's usually waiting on me. There was one day where I was like stupid late, so I felt bad, but there was somebody else here. So anyways, I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm still working on that.